6, Joe Shabalka. And number 21, Todd O'Dea. And the quarterback, number 2, Jeremy Carl. Head coach, Joe Cook, and the rest of the Oak Creek Knights. And now for Beloit Memorial, starting on defense. At the nose guard, number 50.
Hello,
Dan
we're here at
Finnegan.
Beloit Memorial High School, Channel 20B. I'm Kyle Plasek.
Defensive tackle,
Well,
number 60,
K&K
Justin
Connection.
Hanneman.
We're here on this
And
beautiful
number 83,
November day for the
Travis Wheeler.
For a great
At the defensive
round
ends,
3
number
playoff
80,
action.
Jeremy
We have the
Quackenbush.
Beloit Purple Knights versus Oak Creek Knights.
And number 66, Adam
A rematch
Pearson.
of last year's
semifinal
tremendous
game.
last year, which
Number
Oak Creek prevailed 42
40,
to 36.
Kevin Chapman.
And here's a little recap of what happened last week. Beloit beat Milwaukee, Washington 42-20. And Oak Creek, if you were watching us, Channel 20B, you've seen Oak Creek stomp Janesville Craig 48-14 in a classic Oak Creek game. And this one's looking to be like it's a good one, Kevin.
At the strong safety, number
I feel you
21,
got two
Jonathan
evenly matched
Klein.
teams here. It's going to be a tough game.
Head coach,
Probably the
Mark
toughest
Hansen
game that
and the rest of the
Oak
Purple
Creek has
Knights.
faced all year. We're
Definitely.
getting ready for game time now.
The best,
Player introductions have concluded, and we're getting ready to go.
and
Well, let's keep it right here. Teams are heading out to the field here, so we'll just take right where we are. And we are ready to get this one underway.
Looks like Oak Creek's going to kick off here.
Dan the Man Getluski about to kick off. And back by popular demand, the K&K Connection. Last week, my man Kevin Dewitt wasn't able to attend because he had a prior arrangement with one Neil Diamond. And Dan's getting ready to kick off here. And all year we've been seeing Dan with the squib kicks right off the bat, and so I'm expecting to see some more squibbers here. They're always trying to prevent the big return.
Trying to get in the hands of the somewhat slower guys. Who are not too used to handling the ball.
Definitely. So here we go. It's not a great quick. 42, that's
Fake reverse.
Michael Marquette. Takes it off, and he's going
right
one
side.
man to beat. And
He
he
gets chased.
caught down by Weinhold at about the 49-yard line on a nice return right off the bat by 42, Mike Marquette. Fake reverse kickoff, and
Somewhat fooled the Knights on that one.
that was a good decision for them to start off the game like that. Perhaps get the Knights maybe looking for some confusion later on, maybe some trick plays. And their quarterback is number 10, Nick Langford. And end off up the middle to
Jones coming into this game with 963 yards.
the fullback, number 48, Darius Jones.
Second down and make it a long 5, maybe 6.
He's a junior fullback, 6'4", 235, big kid. And joining him in the backfield is
In motion goes Matt Marquette. He's got the handoff left side, finds a hole, gets the first down yardage inside the 40-yard line.
Brings it down to the Oak Creek 40.
Tackled by Spade. First down, Beloit Memorial High School. First down.
that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line after a nice return by Mark Marquette on the
Kickoff return by Mike Marquette.
and whoa,
Mike's in the backfield.
and it's
And
off
up
to-
the middle again, plows his way.
Still on his feet.
and
4,
they
5
he's
yards.
refusing to go down.
He never goes
Finally
down.
blown
The whistle
down.
Not even take down. They just stopped him because they didn't stop his legs from pumping. He wouldn't keep going.
Allen
And if it,
helped impede his forward progress there. But
if it's so far, it looks like Oak Creek's gonna have some trouble with Darius Jones bringing him down. He's a big guy, very big guy.
Langford.
Nick Bear, big hold onto the 25.
Bear.
Nick Bear, junior halfback, on a counter play to the right side. Sees his hole, slashes through it.
They mark it right at the 25, a gain of 8 for Bear.
So this first drive here, Kevin, it looks like Beloit's have no problem moving the ball whatsoever.
Early on in this contest,
And
Purple Knights are
Langford.
moving. Bear and Brown in the backfield. Brown up the middle. Pops off a tackle and gets down toward the 20-yard
Which is
line.
way down to the 20.
34, Matt Brown.
4 or 5 on that play.
Carries 5 yards.
He's a senior fullback,
Matt Brown.
5'7", 159. And it looks like they're going to be subbing in their fullbacks and halfbacks a lot here so far. They've been getting a lot of them in there.
Jones checks back in.
The big threat.
Bear and Klein in the
Langford.
slot. And off Bear.
And off
And
to
off.
Bear, out to the right side.
Too much over there.
Stopped by 51.
About maybe a
I
yard.
believe that's Robert Taylor.
Robert Taylor and Drake.
Big
Carter.
sophomore.
Tackle.
Tackled by 4.
Give him a yard on that carry. Set up a
3rd and 5 on the 20-yard line. There's a big third down here. Oak Creek needs to stop here. Wouldn't you say so, Kevin?
Definitely, they got to get off the ball quick and get some penetration in there.
You got Nick Bear and Darius Jones in the backfield for Langford, and he gets him set and
Langford
rolls.
rolls to his left. Pass over the middle, incomplete. Almost intercepted by Jason Anderson.
Well, after the way they first started, I didn't think the Knights had a chance of stopping them ever, but
Bring up a 4th and 5.
now they stopped them. 4th 5 on the 20-yard line. Let's see what they do.
Most likely they're going to go for it when they're this far in.
And they're going for it. Huge play in the first quarter. Huge play already. Huge play, big game.
Split ends, lined up to the left side.
Langford back to pass, rolls left, finds a man open.
Jones over the middle.
Touchdown, Darius Jones. 20-yard touchdown pass. What a play by Beloit. Beloit Memorial Purple Knights on the first drive of the game, going for it on a 4th and 5, throw a 20-yard touchdown pass to Darius Jones.
I was sitting in the players meeting and Coach Cook said that this team really likes to jump out ahead and really get at you, right off the bat.
Number 2, Tony Dewar, puts it through with plenty. 7-0 Beloit Memorial lead.
Beloit's really accomplishing what they want to do here and jump out ahead here.
And that is definitely what Coach Cook did not want to see. A quick touchdown right on the first drive. Get the momentum at their home field. You gotta hope for maybe a big return, big play in the first drive.
Cook said that they have a very good chance of returning against this team. The way they approach the special teams aspect of the game. If they get the blocking that they need, they should be able to return at least one here. So we'll look for big things here on special teams for the Oak Creek Knights.
Number 32, Rodriguez kickoff. And it's Spaeth and Wojciechowski, and it's a squibber taking one of Oak Creek's place here. And Wojciechowski has no problem picking it up, and he gets it up and scampers up the middle for about the 30-yard line and met by a whole host of Purple Knights. And Oak Creek Knights get their first offensive possession here. Just in case you're joining us on 20B here, or 82, whatever cable box you're tuning into. 7-0.
Carl's will lead the Oak Creek Knights. Pitch it back to Butler out to the right side. Tries to find a corner. Met by Jones and a few others there, and picks up possibly a yard.
Darius Jones, the big fullback, also plays linebacker on defense. Going both ways. Little tough man football for you. And he's going to pose a threat because he's a big guy.
Hopefully we can wear him down a little
exactly. He's got to do wear him down so in the offense. Gain of 1 yard on that last play. 2nd and 9 on the 33-yard line. Oak Creek in the patented wishbone offense. Carl's on a hard count. Hands off to Shabalka. Up the middle. He coughs it up.
Drops the ball and it's picked up by the Purple Knights. Making the recovery is Travis Wheelock, and Beloit Memorial takes over at the
Travis
33-yard
Wheelock
line.
recovers the fumble by Joe Shabalka. Maybe it was a bad handoff. I couldn't tell that.
And the ball just dropped right on the turf.
Was that Shabalka?
And that crucial
That's
fumble
not
here
what we want to see here this
No.
early.
I'm sure Cook isn't too pleased about that one on the sideline.
They're already up 6-0 with under 8
And-
minutes to go in the first quarter.
And that puts a smile on quarterback Nick Langford's face.
In motion, handoff.
And off.
Big hole.
32.
He's got 18 yards inside the 20 down to the 18-yard
Palms
line.
his way through. Makes his way to about the 19 or so.
From the 32 down to the 19, give him 13 yards on the carry.
1st and 10 for the Purple Knights. And they're looking indestructible here so far. Would you say so, Kevin? They're not doing anything wrong. Langford, man in motion, and off to Jones. To the left side, pounding and pumping and pounding his way down for a gain of a couple of yards. He is a big guy, and I'd hate to be out there trying to bring him down.
Jones, 6'4", 235, running back. You don't see that too much.
And you would not want to be out there. I don't know about you, but I do not want to be out there trying to take this guy down, especially when he's got a full head of steam. No way. Here we go. 2nd and 6.
Under center.
Bigger Oak Creek team. Hand off to Bear.
And off to Bear.
Tries to shed a tackle. and
Tackled by 69.
Nick
Nick Rohr.
Freshman, superstar.
Yes, a superstar freshman.
Starting in this game.
Chappelle also in on the tackle on that.
A lot of sophomore.
Yeah.
He's the only freshman, but of course Jamal Butler, a sophomore.
So they got about a yard on that one. We'll say 3rd and 5 on the 14-yard line. And Rohr brings his Purple Knights out. Or no, Langford brings his Purple Knights out. I got all confused here. It's early. And it's a hand met by Robert Traylor and a whole host of Oak Creek Knights. And they put an end to him pretty quickly. So
Bring up a 4th and 6 now for the Purple Knights.
and the Purple Knights are going to go for it.
And
And,
last time with
A 20-yard touchdown pass to
he drops back again, rolls to the left.
and he's brought down by Drake Horn, short of the first down.
Oak Creek takes over on down.
So that turnover doesn't prove to be costly to Oak Creek. They get the ball back, just waste some clock.
Looks like about in the 19 or so, Oak Creek will take over for the second offensive drive, which will hopefully last a bit longer than the first.
Yes. 5 minutes, 33 seconds left. It's first quarter. Oak Creek's down 7-0. And Carl's got his mates set here, and they're ready to go. O'Dale up the middle, squeaks through the hole and sees a clearing.
Possibly a little short.
Probably about an 8-yard gain on that one, we'll say. Nice run by O'Dea.
Quick hitter right up the middle.
Yeah. Good blocking by the offensive line.
That's what coach was talking about in the meeting beforehand. That they gotta get a push off the ball right away and move his eyes. They're not doing any trick plays on defensive blocking or anything. It's just man versus man. Who wants it more? Carl's under center. And off the Butler. Collins his way up the middle.
First
Picks up a
down.
and a couple more.
Butler carries tackled by Brown and Chapman. Ball is placed on the 34-yard
First and 10.
line.
Move the chains for Oak Creek.
First down.
So Kevin, you were here to enjoy the last playoff game. How do you like this new press box deal we got going? We didn't have it during the season, but
Definitely nice. You're sitting out in the cold weather.
oh yes,
It's extremely cold here today. Low 30s
4:30 to
probably.
go, 7-0 Purple Knights leading Oak
Maybe
Creek.
mid 30s.
Trying to march back
Carl's.
now.
hand off the Butler on a counter, breaks the tackle. One man that beats, he's getting drove. Drags a couple men with him, and
For a gain of 19 yards.
nice gain on that play. About 20 yards, we'll say.
Ball is placed on the Beloit Memorial 48-yard line.
19-yard carry for
First down.
Mr. Butler. And now the ball is moved over into Beloit Memorial territory.
And Jamal Butler is very, very fast man.
Great acceleration.
Oh, definitely. Once he gets out in the open, there's not a guy in this field that's going to catch him. I'll tell you that right now. First and 10 for Carls. And off the Butler, met right away, and he's fighting, but one guy fighting against 10 ain't going to do much.
He almost broke that one.
Jeremy Quackenbush.
Purple Knights got great penetration through the line.
Oh, yeah.
Met him.
So he lost a 1 yard on that play. They're on the
Loses a yard on the play.
Purple Knights 48-yard line.
Ball marked
Second and 11.
9-yard line. We're at 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Beloit Memorial leading 7-0.
And there's Harmon.
Butler already
Vic goes out to the
on
far
4 carries.
side.
He's rushed
Shannon
for
Vic.
4 yards.
Here comes Carls, got him set. And another long count for Carls here. Perhaps get him off sides, and it's an option. He opts to keep with it, breaks it, he spins and gets tackled by number 21,
First down, Oak Creek.
Jonathan Klein, that is. Nice option play by Oak Creek.
Great blocking there by the right side of the offensive line.
Good opt by Carls.
13 yards. Ball's marked at the 35-yard line.
So a first down on probably about a 14-yard gain on the play.
Nice running there. Nice
Nice.
shedding some tackles there by Carlos.
Nice spin, nice opt. Beautiful play. First and 10.
I'm looking maybe a pass here would be something. Catch him off guard a little bit. We'll see. Carls. Hand off to
You have to
O'Dea.
O'Dea up the middle and get hit by a couple guys.
Ball, but gets it back.
Almost fumbled that one, and
Is scrambling for it, but comes up short, and it's a 4-yard gain for Todd O'Dea.
so it's gonna be
Second down is 6 now for the Oak Creek Knights.
second and 7.
On Beloit 32 or so.
Ball's on the 33-yard line.
We'll go 32. And Carl's is gets him set and
Second and 6.
Another long count by Carls. And after
no, it's an option. Another one. Nice option.
pitch
O'Dea. He gets
up by number 23. Tremendous relevant.
beautiful play by Carl's. Pitched it at the very last second he could have.
He got drilled too there.
Beautiful. Good concentration to pitch it while knowing he's going to get drilled right after he pitched it. Beautiful play by Carl's, and another first down for Oak Creek, and their offense looks to be pumped up after that first fumble.
It's the 4th first down here for Oak Creek on their second drive. I'm telling you, Relaford didn't trip him up there. O'Dea was in the end
Oh,
zone.
definitely. Definitely first and 10.
Carl's under center. And
O'Dea up the middle.
Pounds his way, picks up a
Met
yard.
by number 50, Dan Finnegan. And he met him right away. Not much O'Dea can do about that when he gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. Just pound and scrap for extra yardage after you get hit. That's all you can do.
O'Dea showing some great tenacity there and
Oh.
really kept his feet going and turned something into nothing. And nothing into something.
Yeah. He did whatever you want to say there. 2nd and 8. And Shane and Vic split wide to the top of your screen. And a pass this time to the man, Dan Galuski.
Blocked out of his hands by a diving effort from Matt Marquette.
Marquette hits the ball and
but could not come down.
couldn't drag it in.
Dan Galuski couldn't come up with it.
Matt Marquette went all out after it and got a fingertip on it.
I thought he might have had that one. Looked like it hit his hands. Got tipped right the last second, though.
Ball had a little more on it.
You know, in their running game, Oak Creek has really spread the ball around even. They has 4 carries for 26 yards. They're 4 for 24. So.
And it's 3rd and 8 on the 18-yard line for Oak Creek. And Carlos is
3rd down and 8. Option right.
option. He gets tripped up by number 30.
Up in the backfield, I think WIAA get on there and Wackenbush falls down to keep him there. And he loses 3 yards. So 4th and 11 now. And
So Carlos gets tripped up right away. 4th and 11. Getting down to the nitty-gritty of the first quarter here. About 15 seconds left. And it looks like they're going to run one more. No, they'll probably just go to the line. And there's 2 seconds left. One. That's the end of the first quarter with Beloit Memorial Purple Knights with the 7-0 lead over Oak Creek Knights. And that makes the fans here at Beloit Memorial High School cheer. To end the first quarter, 7-0.
Beloit Memorial over Oak Creek, 7-0.
How's your fullback pronounce his name?
Shabolka.
So far in this game, we'll bring you the scoring summary here. Darius Jones for the Purple Knights. Caught a 20-yard pass from Lansford. Deer kick on the extra point. That happened with 8:50 left on the clock there, and that's the only score we got so far, 7-0.
And 4th and 11 coming up for Oak Creek here. Big play on the Beloit 21-yard line. Gotta be thinking pass here. Definitely. So let's see what Oak Creek's got up their sleeve here.
Hopefully something good.
Let's hope. I'll have to crank out the second quarter play for you here. It's 4th and 11, and the fans here are starting to get a little cheer on this 4th and 11 play.
Carls drops back to pass.
Throws it up to Vic.
Jeremy Carl
Off his hand. No flag.
Incomplete.
4th. So Beloit Memorial is going to take over.
The coverage just lobbed it up for Vic in the corner, hoping the 6'3" Shannon Vic would.
Seems to be a favorite pass play of Oak Creek, just to throw one up to on a corner play for Vic. They always do it. Usually it works, but not at the beginning of the second quarter here. This semi-quarterfinal.
We are underway here in the second quarter. Purple Knights leading 7-0.
Hand off to Jones for the Purple Knights. Picks up
Give him 2.
2 or so.
Play there by Tamaris Relaford.
Cup run.
Sprinter Shannon Vic, the ball sprinter.
Lipsky, the tackle.
Lipsky in on the hit. Lipsky, one of the few guys that
Nick Rohr in on the tackle on that one. Already has 3 tackles here at the beginning of the second quarter.
11 minutes, about 25 seconds left here, and Beloit's back on the prowl.
And Mike Marquette on the left
Marquette
corner.
through the middle.
Near the 30, but gets hauled back. I believe that's
Mike Marquette carries, following the block.
Carver and Paquin
5 yards on the carry, setting up a
Tackled by
Just Carver led the team in tackles this year. Did you know that?
Yeah, we had 112 or so.
I think it was 117.
117.
It was 117. Thanks a lot, stat man.
Let's give a shout out to our stat man and director and everything else, Mr. Tom Stotts. All our camera people out there working the field, bringing you all the action here on 20B.
And once again, I'm Kyle Plasek. And it looks like it
Nick
was
Rohr.
Nick Rohr. And as I was saying, I'm Kyle Plasek.
I'm Kevin DeWitt, K&K Connection.
K&K Connection coming at you at Beloit Memorial High School. And that's going to hurt 3rd and 2 when you get an offsides penalty. Come on. So that'll move the chains for the blue purple Knights. Getting all confused with all these names they got.
Too many nights here.
First and 10 on the penalty.
First and 10.
Langford hands off to Jones. Met at the line.
Met by about 5 Knights and taken down for a gain of nothing.
That's what we want to see.
Jones carries.
I believe Chappelle was in on that. There's a few others. Carver most likely in too.
Yeah.
He's always there.
No gain on the
Because
play.
he led the team with tackles. 117. Second and 10, no gain on that play. I think Langford gets reset. Matt Brown's in the backfield, and it's
And off to
handoff
Mark
to Brown.
Brown.
Brown carries.
And it looks like
Lipsky.
Oak Creek defense here is this past week has made some adjustments in their normal defensive plays
due to injury to Josh Schmidt and
and also
illness to
the
Derek Jones.
incredible weight and speed and Jones there for Purple Knights. Tried to design some different plays for him to try to
Yes.
contain him. 3rd and 8 here.
And
Langford's
Langford's back. He throws a bomb, and there's a whole lot of Knights, Oak Creek Knights, and not very
Overshot his
many
intended receiver there, Relaford, and 4th and 8 now for Beloit.
And like as I was saying about the defense, there, I know Josh Schmidt's down with the injury; he's not playing, and neither is Derek Jones, because due to illness this whole week, he wasn't able to practice at all.
Jones a linebacker and Schmidt a corner.
And
Two
Ray
experienced
Korn's back,
seniors there.
number 19's getting ready to punt, Jonathan Sabaka, and it's
Looks like it was
he
tipped.
shakes it to the right. It's off the side of his foot.
Might have been tipped by Weinhold.
Down at the 50-yard line. Oak Creek takes over. First down.
They'll take over a little short of midfield. And good field position. Hopefully we can capitalize on this.
And cover that mistake, and you didn't shake it. Little obstructed view here. Yeah.
Well, it could have been a shake combined with a tip,
Oh, there
which
we go.
resulted in a
Yeah, because we all
Could
know
happen,
it wasn't
you know.
shotgun formation. 1st and 10, Oak Creek from the 50-yard line, starting off in midfield. Here we go. And Carl's pitch to Butler, right side, and
Butler carries.
slashes and dazzles, and got about a yard.
Wheelock on the tackle. 2nd and 8 on the 48-yard line.
About 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Beloit Memorial Purple Knights with a 7-0 lead, and Oak Creek's hoping to put a drive to put some points on the board here. So you get to do that. And here comes Carl's. Hard count for Carl's. Option. He pitches to O'Dea on the left side. He's got one. He turns the corner.
tripped up there by number 23, Relaford. Otherwise, it would have been off to the races there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
2 now that Relaford's tripped up O'Dea. And
Nice pitch. Nice option play by the Knights.
O'Dea, great speed. Both of the
Both of the Oak Creek Knights have great speed.
that's 5 carries for approximately 52 yards now for
1st and 10 for the
Yeah.
Knights. So on the 30-yard line, they're marching down the field. Here they go.
Again, turned it over on downs. Last time they got into Purple Knight territory, handoff up the middle, and that is
Handoff
Robert Dupas, I believe.
handoff to Dupas. Pounds his way, tries to get back to the line of scrimmage and picks up 1, 2, 3. Who knows? Depends where they mark this one. They gave us some forward progress there and picked up 4. So
Hey, we'll take it. 2nd and 6 now.
Second and 6. Placement of 26 yards.
once again, I'm Kevin DeWitt, along
Kyle
with
Flasek. And we're the KK Connection coming at you. 20B.
Carl's under center. Hand off to O'Day up the middle. Pushing and striving there.
Pushing his way through for
Picks up another
about
5 or so.
5 yards in that play.
Gonna be about a
Pounding it up the middle, like patented Oak Creek offense of just pounding the ball. We got the big linemen, we just pound them down, and by the end of the game, they're so wore down that we can just run the ball anywhere.
well. We better start pounding pretty quick here.
Yeah, we
Beloit's
better.
up 7-0 here with 7 minutes left in the half.
And off up the middle, and he does a little backward somersault deal, and might get it. I'm not sure.
Official on the near side of the field here is doesn't look like he marked it.
Looks like they're gonna.
Probably bringing the chains here.
They're not even measuring it. 4th and 1. Let's get 1 yard. Come on.
Look for maybe a handoff to Shabalka or
I would say I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the option here.
I don't know. This close, you might just want to pound it right through. We'll
Maybe
see.
a quarterback sneak. And it looks like they're going to take a timeout. Not quite sure what they're going to do here. 4th and 1. So, well, Kevin, what is your views of the game so far?
Well, I think the line has to really concentrate on getting off that ball and creating some holes for their backs here, you know. Cook said we want to run it right down their throat today, so maybe shying away a little bit from the outside run and try to just pound it through, but we'll have to see what happens.
4th down and less than 1.
Oak Creek's controlling the ball. Time of possession is quite greater than Beloit so far, but
Oak Creek is well in favor, but that doesn't matter. You look on the scoreboard, it's going to say Beloit Memorial 7, Oak Creek 0. And so they better start doing something about that, not worrying about time of possession, I'll tell you that much.
Oak Creek's 3rd possession here of this ball
So,
game this first half. And it is now 4th and less than 1.
Put down an issue.
here we go
4th and
now.
about a foot. 4th and a foot, and I'd expect an option or a sneak right up the middle.
I'm thinking quick hitter. Oh boy.
And that's going to hurt. Flags are flying like confetti at a party. And
Yeah. False start and
I'll start on
Oak
Creek.
Creek, and that's going to make
Everyone
it 4th
on
and
Oak Creek moved
6.
on that play. The only one who didn't was
Procedure.
Remember last year against Beloit, Oak Creek ran the patented Fumblerooski,
yes, and
which led to the win for the game. And I have a feeling they're not going to run it here.
they haven't ran it once this whole year. I don't think they're gonna just pull it out to the middle of nowhere. 4th and 6. Now I'm looking for a pass.
Possibly a tight end.
No one's. I'm looking for a run because no one's.
Carl's maybe changing the play here.
Gotta take another timeout. That's 2 timeouts. And Cook doesn't look too happy about that one.
Timeout.
Another timeout. 4th and 6. First they have the motion, and then it's 4th and 6. 4th and 1. Full start. I don't know what. Cook can't be too pleased because usually Joe Cook teams are just. They're just great.
Little confusion
usually-
there on the.
Yeah, usually they don't have all the mental mistakes, the mental blocks that they're having. Forced them to use 2 timeouts this quick.
6 offensive firework display. So far, that's he's getting it. 7-0.
Looks like it might be the battle of the defenses here today.
Yeah, not a whole lot of points up here so far, 7-0. Usually Oak Creek's out there, quick scoring right away.
Score lead when Oak Creek fumbled it.
Looks like Oak Creek's using the double tight end set here. Number 9, Matt Hammernick, junior, on the left side.
And 4th and 6, let's see something good here.
Carls rolls out to the right.
Throws it, looks out of bounds, overhead. Odea's
Oh, come on, there should have been a flag on that one.
All over O'Dea.
The corner was all over Odea's back on that one.
Intended for Odea, incomplete.
If you look down field farther on that one, number 89, Dan Galuski was all by himself.
Dan the man Galuski wide open.
Memorial, first
But I guess we're not on the field playing it, so we can't say much about that.
It's hard to see sometimes, you know. I mean, we're up here with the overhead view, and
But I mean, Dan Galuski's what, 6'6" a lot. He's a tall guy.
Marquette bounces out to the left side, picks up 6 or so on that carry.
tackled by Packman
It's like one of the Milwaukee
and Carver.
TV station helicopters hovering above, and that's exciting the folks here on in the bleachers. 2nd down and 4. Mike Marquette comes up with
And
6 yards.
2nd and 4 here. Sorry about that little lapse of link time where no one was talking. And Langford hands it off.
The late handoff to Bear, first down across the 40.
Can't stop him.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was
Spate on the tackle,
Jonathan
Klein on the carry instead.
just over the 40-yard line for a Beloit Memorial first down.
First and 10, Beloit Memorial. Just at the 40-yard line in motion.
Langford hands off to
He gets cut down
Marquette.
at the line of scrimmage by
Matt
Frank
Marquette
Cover.
on the carry,
Jumps forward for a couple.
Picks up a few on that one. And
Lipka on the tackle.
approaching 5 minutes left in the half
We
here.
are approaching the 5-minute mark in the first half. Nothing Beloit Memorial would like better than a long time.
7-0 here. Favor Beloit Purple Knights if you're just joining us.
Here on
Ball
20B.
at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Down and 7.
Hand off to Jones.
Nowhere to go for Darius
Tries to scramble his way through and
forward for a couple of yards out to the
makes his way out to the 45.
Lipsky in at the tackle first, followed by a host
the
of
line of
Oak Creek
scrimmage, but he
Knights.
kept his head up and found a little seam. It'll set up a 3rd down and 5. The Purple Knights.
3rd and 5.
So far, the Knights have done a fairly decent job of shutting down Jones on the running anyway. He had the only scoring pass reception earlier in the first quarter, but
He hasn't been able to
containing
do
him
much
here.
on the ground.
Langford rolls out to the left,
First down.
picks up the first down, and gets out of bounds.
Right side of the field, just tucked it under and got the first down by a yard.
First down. First down.
Ball displaced on the
Big play by Nick.
48-yard line
21.
for Beloit Memorial first down.
And they can chew up some more of this clock. First and 10, ball at the Oak Creek 49-yard line.
Langford
4:21 to go till halftime. Handoff.
And off to Bear, jumps his way up the middle, and
On the counter,
maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
middle of the Oak Creek line.
Whole lot of guys stopping him on that play. Looks
Cuffrin,
like someone's down.
Cuffrin for the Knights is down. He was in on the stop, and
And the last thing Oak Creek needs is another injury on the defense.
in this cold weather here, injuries are more likely to happen. Hopefully it'll be something like a cramp or something, but
So maybe you got a Charlie horse.
nothing too serious would be nice, but
Yeah.
we'll keep you
Don't like
posted.
to see anyone get hurt, especially when it's the good guys.
Go till the end of the first half. You're listening to Jock 1380 AM, statewide information and sports station.
up and walking off the field under his own power. That's good to see.
The winner of this game will go on and play either McGuanago or Seton Park next week in the semifinals, the WIAA tournament.
That game going on
Hopefully-
as we speak.
Hopefully, we'll be bringing you the action
Yeah,
if the
hopefully, and
Oak Creek Knights prevail here.
Oak Creek doesn't start doing something soon. I don't know about that.
Marquette pounds his way.
It's just pounding the Knights. Beloit Memorial is just using a whole slew of running backs on their attack against the Oak Creek Knights here. And Oak Creek can't do nothing about it because they're getting fresh bodies in there, and those guys are, one of those guys are just as fast as another. And Oak Creek can't do much about it because their guys are just the same guys, and their defense has been there now for a while, and they're taking a pounding. Lakeford hands it off to 21. It's Jonathan Klein. Brought down right away by Cufford. He was just hurt on the last play. It must have been something little. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him. Fourth and 3.
Looks like the punter's in for Purple Knights.
And
Sabaka.
Orange back at about the 10-yard line.
So far, Oak Creek has used 2 timeouts here in the second quarter. So
Back to the side, and Drake's gonna let it go out of bounds.
goes out of bounds at about the 10, where Knights will take over and try to march 90 yards or so.
With only 1 timeout because they had to waste 2 of them. That's gonna hurt them at the end of this half.
Look for maybe a little more passing on this drive here with such a little amount of time.
So let's see what Oak Creek's gonna do now. On their own 10-yard line, here comes Carls, ready to put on this 90-yard drive for a touchdown. And it's
Option, pitches to
on
O'Dea.
the outside. He's got to beat number 23. Number 23. Relaford brings down O'Dea again. Must have been released the 3rd time we heard his name bringing down O'Dea.
Relaford the corner.
And he's the corner, and that doesn't look good for Beloit Memorial when their corner's making so many tackles, because you know then their running backs are getting deep inside. They're getting a lot of yards. So that's a first down on the 27-yard line.
O'Dea, his 8th
17-yard
carry
gain.
for 76 yards so far today. Carl's ops tries to sneak it back through the middle and picks up
Nothing doing there.
maybe 2 or so on that. He might have scrambled
Minute
for.
45 left here in the first half.
Clock is ticking off as Shannon Vick checks in.
Bringing the play in. And remember, Oak Creek had to waste those 2 timeouts, so they're down to 1. With a minute 30 seconds left here.
Look for perhaps some sideline passes here. Or runs to the outside most likely. You're not going to see too much up the middle here. Carls pitches back to Butler, around to the right side. Great block by O'Dea.
Oh, caught back from the backside. That'll be a first down, though.
Stop the clock momentarily here while they move the chains. As Oak Creek tries to get reassembled.
Butler hammered from the backside on that one. Got the speedy Butler. Oh,
Great blocks there by O'Dea and Shabalka. Minute left here. Carls, the option, tries to sneak his way through up the middle again.
breaks
Pounds
one
his way.
tackle and gets up to about the
Time's ticking away here, about 40
6-yard line.
seconds left.
And you would think they're going to call timeout sooner or later. They got one left. I'm expecting a pass here now with only 35 seconds left.
You gotta think pass.
Gotta
They don't.
pass.
If they don't connect, it
They
stops
got to
the
either
clock.
pass. They got to start hurrying up. I don't care if they're passing or not. There's only 30 seconds left. They're taking their time. And
Carl's
another
opts
option.
again, tries to catch him sleeping, gets a first down.
That's plenty of yards. But a
Stop the clock
13
at
yard
about
gain, you
16.
gotta think they gotta take a timeout.
Well, they got a first down, so it'll momentarily stop. They got to hurry up and get set here.
Klein and Matt Marquette.
Looks like they took their timeout here.
They did take their final timeout.
Oak Creek.
Now, Oak Creek's going to take their final timeout here. Ball is going to be marked at the 43-yard line. We'll keep it here with 16
First and 10 now on
the Purple Knights leading.
43 of the
Their last timeout.
Beloit Knights.
And
16 seconds left though, so they gotta start passing here.
7-0 here.
wide receiver, Shannon Vick, here at Oak Creek and Beloit Memorial.
Remember that Oak Creek will get the ball as well on the second half. But hopefully, nice to have back-to-back scoring possessions here. which
Yeah.
It's looking to be kind of tough here with only 16 seconds, but we'll see what we can do.
Well, this first half.
You gotta expect them to pass.
To happen here at the end of the final 16 seconds. It could really
Ironically, though, last year in this game against the Knights, we were down by 7 at the half. So if you don't score here, keep your hopes up there at home.
Because there's still plenty of ball to be played. And, Shannon Vick is going to be running a little confusion here by the Oak Creek here.
Split out to the left
Vick's
now, Vic.
top of your screen. And Carl's
Carl's
back
back
to
to
pass,
pass.
gets the pressure, and he's sacked. That'll be the last play of this.
And that'll probably do it for the half.
Justin Hanneman on the sack on that play. Someone missed a block or something, but that's not the way Cook wanted to end the half of this game. Down by 7. They didn't. Oak Creek didn't really do anything that's making them look to be outstanding like they usually do.
We'd like to invite you during halftime to visit that concession stand. Get on
So at
down.
halftime, it's Beloit Memorial 7.
Goodies.
Oak Creek Knights 0. First time this season that the Knights have not scored in the first half. Well, we're going to break for halftime now and join us for our second half
Second
coverage
half.
here on 20B.
We're back here with about 2 minutes before halftime. The third quarter is about to start. And I'm Kyle Plasek.
I'm Kevin Beloit.
K&K Connection for 20B or 82, whatever you're watching right now.
We've got some halftime statistics for you here for the Oak Creek Knights. So far they've rushed 21 times for 156 yards. It's an average of about 7.8 per carry, which is quite well actually. When you think about it, I mean, they haven't scored, but they've been about one tackle away from breaking those big ones. 2 penalties so far for 10 yards, 1 turnover. Carl so far in passing is 0 for 3. Hopefully we can connect here in the second half with some of those.
Hope we can not have the penalties. That one penalty was huge.
Oak Creek has 5 first down, or led so far by senior Todd O'Dea. 8 carries for 76 yards. Jamal Butler, 6 carries for 36 yards. And Carls has 5 himself for 35 yards.
I'd just like to say about that penalty, for a recap of that, 4th and 1 and a false start. Pushed us back to 4th and 6, and we didn't get it. Gave Beloit the ball, and nothing happened. And right now it's Beloit Memorial Purple Knights 7, Oak Creek Knights 0.
There are the captains meeting once again,
For the second time for this game.
discussing what's the lowdown on the field, and Oak Creek will get the ball here in the second half and hopefully capitalize on this drive.
Nearly 150 more points this year than Beloit. Hey guys, 447 points for Oak Creek and 317 for Beloit Memorial.
And now coming back to the Beloit Memorial Purple Knight.
30 points in the same number of games. So this Oak Creek team is used to scoring. I'm not sure they've ever been shut out and a half this year.
So, Kevin,
Right now they are down by 7.
what's your feelings on today's game so far?
Well, so far, I mean, we're running pretty well actually. When you think about it, we just gotta, complete our drives here.
Yeah, we're getting down there, but then we're just getting stopped.
Yeah,
We're getting down to about the 20, 15-yard line, and then we can't do nothing. What's going on here?
but I had no.
Kevin, what's wrong?
Can I chime in here to call one? They kick it deep, we're running it back.
That was our director and statistician,
Tom Stock.
Mr.
We're
Tom
about to
Samuel
get the
Hammett
second
Stock.
half started here. And
I'm sure that this team is fired up after their halftime talk with
I'm
Coach
sure.
Cook and the others.
Yeah, I'm sure he really laced into him after this display of no points. And
There you see it, 7-0
Yeah,
in
there you
favor of
go.
the Purple Knights.
and,
Here in the Battle of the Knights here at Beloit High School in Beloit.
and Rodriguez is about to kick off. And it's Wojciechowski and
Space.
Spaeth back to receive as usual for the Knights. And here comes the kickoff to get the second half underway. It's a little squibber.
Picked up by Dupas. Tries to find his way up the middle.
Gets
Tripped up.
knocked down by his own guy.
Seems that Beloit also has the same plan of just doing little squib roller kicks there to
Yeah, it's,
prevent the big run backs.
Must be the cool thing to do for football teams now. Kick squib kicks.
I suppose it's a direct correlation. If you're the Knights, you do squib kicks.
Yeah, I
don't
guess
know.
so. Well, anyway, 1st and 10, Oak Creek Knights, 35-yard line. On their own 35-yard line.
And we'll try to go the distance here as Carl gets his troops ready, and it's under center.
And he opts.
To get tackled about 2 yards in front of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not much doing on that play. So the first play, the second half starts off just like the first half ended. Whole lot of nothing.
Perhaps they're making the Beloit Knights think they're going to stick to the inside game and pop one outside here.
Stan Bates split wide, 2nd and 80, gained 2 yards on that stumble. And long count.
Carl's
And,
Butler up the middle.
Butler.
He's off.
One man to beat.
Can Matt Marquette hold him down?
And he
does.
grabbed
Butler.
number 40.
For dear life, and that's
44 Marquette.
Marquette.
Once again, one guy away from breaking that.
That's at least the 4th time we've seen that happen.
Marquette got lucky there and took the right angle on Butler. Otherwise, it would have been off to the
Grabbed his
races.
shoelaces and ripped them down. I could see Butler's mouth watering from up here. He saw that end zone and he thought he had it.
Oh, nice.
Much to his dismay, Marquette grabbed him and ripped him down, but it's a big gain on the play. First down.
Now suddenly Beloit Memorial is on their heels a little bit.
Carl's handoff right up the middle to Dupas, I believe.
Slammed in the hole. Maybe one.
Dupas is in at fullback, replaces Shabalka.
10:30 to go in the third quarter. It's
2nd and 9.
You're looking good, Steve. Zoom in a little bit tighter.
for the Oak Creek
A
Knights.
little more. That's good.
2nd and 9 now in the 33.
They are. My man.
They're so close. It's so far away from the end
Yes.
zone, right?
33 yards to be exact. How many feet that is, I don't know. I just started that chapter in technical. Anyway,
Carl's. The handoff to Butler up the middle.
Again, up the middle. This time he's cut down.
same play that gain had a big gain before, but this time not as big of a play. A lot of hands and arms and shoulders and whatnot in his way that time.
Sets up a 3rd down and 4.
7-0 here.
Got 5 yards on that play. 34. On the 27-yard line. Once again, we're getting down there on the 27-yard line. Let's see if we can convert this time.
Side, the near side of the field.
This would be a big conversion here for the Knights.
Huge 3rd down for Oak Creek.
Trying to get to the red zone. Odea.
Odea stopped in his tracks. Nothing going on there. Got hit as soon as he got the ball.
Darius Jones in on the tackle with a few others there for the Purple Knights, and we'll bring up 4th and 4 now for
27-yard line. God, I think they're going to be going for it.
Once again,
And,
Matt Hammernick checks in, going with the 2 tight end set.
Another 4th down for Oak Creek. They got to convert one of these eventually. You would imagine, right, Kevin? Wouldn't you?
Look for
Eventually they'll get one.
look for a possible pass here to Dan Giluski. Usually when they bring in Hammernick.
no receivers. Option, right.
It's an option. Keeps it. Pitches it to Butler. And
Butler tries to
nothing
find the
doing,
hole.
but it just takes off. Butler looked a little stunned that he even got the ball on that play.
Great vision there by Butler. It's going to depend on where they mark it, but I don't think so.
Was nice play by Carl's to pitch that one.
A few more inches, but
And
it's going to be
what
very
do you think,
close.
Kevin? You think he got it?
I don't think he did.
That was just a good play by Jeremy Carl. So pitch that
And
one.
Jamal Butler.
Butler looks
No.
surprised like he got the ball on that
It's
one.
definitely short.
First down, Beloit Memorial. Purple Knights. Once again, Oak Creek cannot convert the 4th down.
When that play first happened, I thought maybe it would have been a halfback pass there. The way
Hey,
Butler's
that's
just
my
standing
favorite
there.
play. Halfback pass is my favorite play. They should run it more. They ran it last year. It worked well last year.
They are not going to shut this team out all game. I don't think. They could prove me wrong.
Langford, and off the Bear out to the right side.
4 yards on the carry.
Gain of 4 yards.
Play is
That'll be a 2nd and 6.
4 yards for Nick Bear.
Approaching 8 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. 7-0 in favor of the Purple Knights over the Oak Creek Knights
A lot of Knights here on this field.
as we approach night time.
We should watch our show Night Zone.
Oh, looks like there's going to be a false start on part of the Purple Knights here. And
That'll push it back.
push it back 5 yards and bring up a 2nd and 12.
Illegal procedure against Beloit Memorial brings up 2nd down.
Back to the 22-yard line.
So,
2nd and
nice
12.
penalty by good time that happened for the Oak Creek Knights.
Was that the first
Push it back
penalty?
a little. on
first?
I think
Beloit?
that might be their first penalty.
2 for Knights already. Langford hands off to Jones, pounds his way up the middle, picks up the first down.
Over number 20. I think that was that Noah Paquin? I think that was Noah Paquin.
Finally
I'm
made
sorry,
the stop
Noah,
at him.
because you just got destroyed by Darius Jones.
Ball is placed on the 30.
Because he just hammered someone. I could not tell who it was. It looked like Noah, but actually, I believe it might not have been. But if it was, man, I'm sorry. 1st and 10. Beloit Memorial.
Hand off to Marquette, I believe. Stopped immediately by
Matt Marquette.
Noah Paquin and a few others in on that. And bring up a 2nd and 10 now. Cuffrin in on the tackle as well.
And Paquin on the tackle.
Both teams coming in with 10-1 records, rated highly in the WIAA poll, 6th and 7th. Oak Creek 6th, Beloit 7th. 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10
6:40 to
here.
go in the third quarter.
Reverse.
And it's working outside, brought down by Weinhold and Spade.
Oak Creek territory.
That one tricked them.
3-yard line.
Wouldn't you say that play tricked Oak Creek there, DeWitt?
Oh, definitely. A little bit of trickery there by Purple Knights pays
Ball
off.
is placed on the 43-yard line for a Beloit.
Yeah, the double handoff, he handed off. Big hole. I could have ran through that hole. And let me tell you, I'm not very fast.
1st and 10 as they cross over to the Oak Creek 43.
And Oak Creek's defense looks to be on their heels here in the 3rd quarter.
Langford, flag, false start on part of Beloit.
Flags are flying here.
Bring up a 1st and 15 now.
Illegal procedure against Beloit Memorial.
That'll push
Makes
them
it
back
1st
5.
and
1st and 15 for Beloit Memorial.
8-yard line.
Something. Now, and the biggest thing about this penalty is it's giving Oak Creek's defense a little break here.
6.5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter.
Because they're on their heels getting pushed back. Every play, their running backs, they have so many of them, are just pounding.
Langford, Relaford tripped up at
Offering on the tackle.
Rutherford carries, tackles by Cuffrin and Lipka.
2nd and 14 here.
2nd down, 14.
And Creek's
We're down to the 6-minute mark in the 3rd and a 2nd down and 13.
Nick Langford, the quarterback for Beloit, brings them out, man in motion.
Jones right up the middle.
Jones up the middle,
Jones carries up the middle,
pumping the legs,
tackles
swinging the arms. He's a big guy, folks.
He's a huge guy.
by Roar.
6'3",
Carry for Darius
I
Jones.
believe.
3rd and 9.
6'4", 235.
Okay.
That's a big guy.
It's a normal
And he's playing running
line
back.
guy.
3rd and 9 here. I'd look for a pass or maybe even another double handoff play, because that one seemed to work. And it's
Langford
back to pass.
rolls out to the
He's
right,
getting pressured by
getting chased by
Cuffrin.
Flings it and it's caught on the near sidelines by Mark.
Caught.
By 86, Jason.
Langford's pass caught
It's going to be
by
short.
Rick.
About 4 on the completion.
Some guy caught it.
Brought down by Spaeth.
And, pressure by Brandon Cuffrin.
Set up now a 4th down.
4th down.
Makes him get rid of it quick.
An interesting decision here. And Sabaka's out there in punt formation.
4th and 5 or so.
Looks
And
like they're going to punt.
Wants to play the field
punts in, try to bring it within the 5 here. It's a little pooch kick here.
Yeah, Horns back to receive.
22 Drake Horn back.
3 receivers out to the
3 receivers. They call timeout.
side, and Matt Brown calls a timeout.
Trying to do a little trick play there, but
More trickery by
Timeout after
the Purple Knights.
player. It's 4th and
We've seen much trickery
apparently
this game so far.
a little different there. He's shaking his head. They sent both Marquettes and Relaford out to the far side of the field, and then Matt Brown quickly called a timeout.
5:13 left in the 3rd quarter here. Beloit Knights up. Over the Oak Creek Knights, 7-0.
I see as one of the Beloit managers out there with a lot of
Defensive struggle of a game here.
Here at dusk at Beloit High School, along the river here.
the big house and faced Michigan and Wolverines hammering Penn State today. They too still unbeaten in Big Ten play, so it's quite the showdown.
Great matchup here. 6th ranked Oak Creek against 7th ranked Beloit. 10-1 on the season for both teams, and it shows here.
All right, 4th down and 5.
4th and 5, huge play for Beloit. Huge play for both Knights.
In punt formation, they send 2 receivers out.
They got 2 guys spread, maybe, and they're gonna punt it, and he punts it
He
straight
punts
up.
it straight up. It's going to bounce, take a Beloit bounce. Big Beloit bounce. It's going to be down at the 10.
Didn't look like much, but
That ball landed about the 25-yard line and rolled to 15. Jamal Butler, so far this game, 9 carries for 75 yards. He's right behind Odea as they disperse evenly. So Odea has, I believe, 8 carries for 76 yards.
that punt didn't look like much, but
It turned into something.
yeah, he got a nice bounce on that one. Good spin he put on it.
Cold weather, it really makes the ground hard and makes it roll.
Creek on the 10-yard line, looking to march 90 yards for score. And
Carl's pitches back to Butler, cuts it back up the middle.
shuffle.
Once again, brought down by, I believe Marquette was in on that one, Mike Marquette.
And Hanneman on the tackle.
They got twin brothers here on Purple Knights, Mike and Matt Marquette, both seniors. Not technically identical twins, because Mike is 6 pounds heavier than Matt, but close enough.
Hey, they're close. And gain of 1 yard on that run for Jamal.
Which could have been a very deadly run there, because he had a huge hole, but filled nicely by Marquette.
The option right, and first time Beloit Memorial's defended it quite well. As Butler barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Carlos passes over.
Through his hand. Nice play by Marquette. Again,
Carl's pass to Galuski, broke up.
Matt Marquette that was this time.
The kind of the
By Matt
jump
Marquette.
ball situation. The ball was not zigged in there. It was kind of lobbed up there, and Marquette closed and knocked it loose. So that'll set up now a 3rd down.
Oak Creek trying something a little different by going with a pass.
11-yard
2nd down, usually Oak Creek, you know they're gonna run. Don't even think about the pass, but down 7-0 in the 3rd quarter, they decide maybe they should change it up a little bit. Throw a pass maybe.
Time is ticking away here.
3rd and 9, they're back on their 11-yard line. This is a huge play just to give them some room to punt even. If they don't get the first.
Vic lined up on the right side.
Carl's options to the left, hands off to his fullback is well short of the first.
Shabalka, nothing doing there.
Not much
Oak
at
Creek's
all.
going to have to punt.
4 yards, Darius Jones on the hit.
And it looks like someone's down.
For Beloit.
Okay, Darius Jones is not down. That is
Don't shoot the injured player on the crowd. Make sure when you do this transition, what camera doing nice and not jerking the TV.
That's up. 44 is up.
Not quite sure who the injured player is yet.
Look of concern on Oak Creek crowd there. They don't like to see anyone hurt.
Oh yeah. And quite a few fans made the trip out here for Oak Creek.
You see the beautiful river in the background there.
And
That's the Rock River here in Beloit. If you viewed our game last week, it's the
You
same
weren't here.
river.
You weren't
no,
here for
but
game
I
like
happen
two.
to know that the field last week was along this same river.
okay, okay. It's okay.
Mike Marquette. Mike Marquette? Yeah.
We got word that it's Mike Marquette that's down for the Purple Knights. As we hope that it's nothing too serious.
So,
Galuski back in the kick.
Dan the Man Galuski back to punt.
Low snap.
There
Gets
you go.
one off.
Good punt. Up to about the 45. Caught and brought
Drilled
down by a
immediately.
slew of Knights.
Good field position at the 40
That was approximately a 45-yard punt there. As I believe Dan was around the goal line. 7-0. If you're just joining us, in favor of Purple Knights. Here with 3 minutes, 49 seconds left in the third quarter.
First and 10 on the 44-yard line of Beloit Memorial. Langford, and there's flags everywhere. Flags are flying again.
It's the third penalty against Beloit now, as they surpass Oak Creek, who has 2.
No penalties the first half for Beloit. They come out and have 3 in the third quarter.
Which is something we'd like to see here. Hopefully we can capitalize on these. And
Here at
turn it
20B,
into-
we're full-fledged Oak Creek fans. First and 15 now. Push them back to the 49-yard line. The Oak Creek 49.
Word has it that Mike Marquette possibly just suffered some cramps as he's stretching here on the sideline.
Hands off to Jones, and he knocks over a couple guys.
Met by
Gets about
Lipsky and
3
a few
yards.
others.
A few other of his pals making the tackle.
Cuffran, first in on the tackle.
I can't help but notice that
Second and 13.
several players play both ways here for the Purple Knights. And you got to think that they'll become tired as the game wears on here.
Yeah, all the pounding, you'd think that they would get tired. But
We'll see.
there's a quarterback draw for you. Langford up. We'll say about 5 yards.
Probably bring up a 3rd and 8 or so.
Down and now.
Yeah, I would suspect that you would think that most of the players would be very tired. But looking at their 10-1 record, you can't think that happens very much. They must be very trained well, very good physical condition.
Oak Creek used to play. Players were played both ways a few years ago, but past couple seasons they switched it to the 2 platoon system that they are now using today.
Purple Knights ready to go back to pass.
Langford.
Drives the pressure by Cuffer, and he throws a pass. Almost
Picked off by
picked
Noah
off
Paquin.
by Chicken Hawk Noah Paquin.
Tipped by Dave Spaeth on that and recovered by Noah Paquin. That's something we'd like to see there.
Some momentum building for the Knights.
Langford just avoided Cuffrin on the sack and
Noah Chicken Hawk Paquin.
had to throw on the run, which is not always the greatest thing, and it pays off for Oak Creek. With 2:20 left here in the third quarter, Oak Creek's going to take over at their own 35 and try to march it down.
Huge play for Oak Creek. Get the ball back. Get some momentum, hopefully, here.
Brings the
That's what their offense can do.
Oak Creek crowd back into it now.
And they do got quite a crowd here tonight. Or today.
Butler up the middle, tries to break it through. Stopped down by
By Jamal Butler.
Chapman.
Ball placed on the 42-yard line.
Butler with great acceleration. You've seen that hole, and like before, I seen his mouth watering after he's seen that hole.
One of these times he's going to break through that hole. And
About a minute and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. 2nd and 3. And Carl's is long count again.
and off to O'Dea.
O'Dea up the middle.
Man at the line.
Bumps right away. Tries to take it outside and got hauled down by a couple of Beloit Purple Knights.
Pearson and Jones in an attacker for Beloit. 3rd and 3 now.
1:20 to go in the third quarter. Turn it over on down.
3rd and 3. I'm expecting a pass, maybe.
And we're about a minute
What do
left
you
here in the
expect?
third quarter.
What do you expect?
I'm looking for a little run.
Maybe option?
45
And it is.
Dupas
boss.
Forward progress, I think, is going to get it for him.
I thought he was crossing.
He's across the line. Yeah, they gave it to him.
Give him the 3 yards and a first
Yes,
down.
it's a first down now.
Official says first down.
That's 7 now for the Knights.
5-yard line, under a minute to go in the third.
Kerry Jones on the tackle.
As Dupas sees some action here today. Switching on and off with Shabalka.
Yeah, seen quite a bit of action. We're getting down to about 40 seconds left in the third quarter.
Still 7-0 in favor of Beloit.
As it's
Purple
been
Knights.
since the first quarter. Not a whole lot of action here. A lot of defense. Defensive struggle. Both teams trying to break it open.
Hand off to Dale.
Number 83, Travis Wheelock, recovers the fumble. It got punched out from Odea's arms. That's another turnover by Oak Creek Knights. The first one was a fumble by Shabalka, but in the first quarter it led to nothing. But
Up the ball and somebody got an arm in there and popped it loose and one hopper to Travis Wheelock.
you got to think that on that play, Odea seen a hole and got a little happy. Maybe wasn't thinking about holding on to the ball as tight as he should have been.
With the ball in over
25 seconds left here.
at the 48.
Double handoff once again. Matt Marquette picks up
A couple
3 or
yards.
so on that. As you're winding down here, 10 seconds left in the third quarter.
Getting down to the nitty gritty here.
Truly a battle of defense here. At the end of the 3, it's going to be Beloit over Oak Creek 7-0.
That ends the third quarter.
Now, if you're getting depressed at home, just keep in mind that last year against this team, we scored 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, which looks good. But remember, that was last year. This is now.
Got to live in the now.
Click down on the, you make a mistake, you do that, and then you go get it back again. That's all right. No more mistakes. Did you do it? There you go. Okay, good. No, we put it this way.
Truly a defensive battle going on here today. Brings the truth to the statement that defense wins championships, I guess,
Yes.
huh?
Mine here. Okay. Everything going all right? I haven't called in. I trust everything's going all right. Okay.
We're about to start the fourth quarter
All
here.
right. Talk to you later.
2nd and 8 for the White Memorial Purple Knights.
On Oak Creek's 45.
With Beloit has a 7-0 lead.
Fourth quarter action here at Jacobson Field. 2nd down.
Hand off to
Jones
Jones on
left
the left
side.
side.
To work Darius Jones.
Stumbling for a
5
couple yards.
Darius. Make it 4, and that'll set up a 3rd down and 4 for the Purple Knights.
3rd and 4.
Jason Lipsky with the tackle. And now the Purple Knights back in one of those 3rd down situations.
3rd and 4, a huge play for Oak Creek's defense right here.
Gigantic play. You have to
You gotta
stop
stop
him.
them here. At the beginning of the fourth quarter, you gotta stop them and get the ball, pound it down their throat, score a touchdown.
6-yard line.
I'm expecting to see the halfback pass. My favorite play of the game. Halfback pass.
Here?
No, not Art. I'm talking about Oak Creek.
Well, first you got to
In
stop
the
him.
fourth quarter, Oak Creek's gonna throw a halfback pass.
Slot handoff. Jones.
Hand off to Jones. Tries to pound his way. Still on his
Second
feet.
effort,
40 down
and the
Brought
ball
down.
pushed back by a hole.
Pretty much the whole Oak Creek team was in on that.
Yes, there's a lot of guys there.
Tough to bring down. He's going
It
to
takes
be
a bunch of guys to do it.
2 yards short as the punting unit comes on.
4th down and a yard and a half.
But we've noticed that so far this team likes to do a lot of tricky stuff.
Especially while punting. So
Yes.
well, with only 2 yards, you never know what they're going to do here.
You don't know.
No one's back for the Knights as they are suspecting maybe a little trickery and figure, oh, we'll just let the ball roll if they do punt.
Oak Creek has nobody back.
The punt
Decent kick, little low line drive heading for the far sidelines, and it's
brought down at
Bounce.
the 10 or so. Once again, the Knights will have to go 90
Yeah.
yards.
Oak Creek's have some work ahead of them if they want to score. About 90 yards.
You know, every time we start at the 10, we haven't got anywhere.
that to their advantage.
We haven't got anywhere with anything so far because it's 7-0.
Yeah. But all it takes is one hole.
All right, Oak Creek back
quickness will prevail.
I'd like to
Our
see it
quickness
happen
I'm
pretty
talking
soon
about,
here because we still got to get 2
Jamal
scores
Butler
here.
and Totterdale. Carls brings him set, 1st and 10, 13-yard line. Let's see what Carls can do here.
Carl's
Opposite defense
still
and is
rumbling down.
fighting guys.
So far, running backs, Jamal Butler has 11 carries for 84 yards. And O'Dea, 10 carries for 79 yards. And also that crucial fumble there that stopped their last drive. I'm sure he'll want a chance to redeem himself on this drive here, which I know he can. Todd's a great guy.
Todd is a great guy.
10 minutes left, 7-0 Purple Knights leading. Darkness starting to fall here.
2nd and 5 now on the 17. So Oak Creek comes to the line.
Stand base, split out to the near side.
On the snap, Carl's hands off to Shabalka. Pounds his way for 2 maybe. Bring up about a 3rd and 3.
Senior 5'6", 165 pounder, give him a couple of yards on the turn. And that'll set up now a 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2.
3rd and a long 2 here, is it?
21-yard line.
Huge 3rd down for Oak Creek. Huge 3rd down.
We have to capitalize on this one.
Have to. They need something. I think we need to score this drive.
With just over 9 minutes here, we got to have room for a second score.
Rising to their feet. There is Joseph. Somebody moved.
A lot of pointing.
Show blitz here, and Butler
Butler jumps
up the
over
middle,
the man.
accelerates to the hole. He's off to the race. Jamal Butler, no one's going to catch him, folks.
20,
He's gone. No flags down.
touchdown, Jamal Butler.
80-yard touchdown run by Jamal Butler. Shows great tenacity. Keeps his feet and accelerates to that hole.
Leaps over a man at the line of scrimmage.
This is crucial now.
Shows
And
his
Oak Creek will
breakaways.
most definitely line up for a 2-point conversion here and try to take the lead. If they don't capitalize, they're still down.
Purple Knight defense sold out with the blitz. Chapman, Olsen.
Beautiful display of running by Jamal Butler. Breakout speed.
I'm guessing
no one's
either
gonna catch
2
him.
plays on this one. Either an option or a pass over the middle of the tight end, Dan
I
Gatluski.
think it might be a dang it.
They bring in Matt Hammernick,
I'm
the other
thinking
tight end.
halfback pass. Come on, my favorite halfback pass.
Phone behind you.
Carls
Option to the left. Carl.
keeps it, rolls out to the left side, dives in, he's in!
Got it. 2
Oak
points.
Creek takes the lead 8-7 with 8:51 left.
For the 2-point
Carl
conversion.
gets the football into the end zone, and it's 8-7.
Carlos buries his head and dives and
51 to go.
gets the 2-point conversion. Give Oak Creek the lead.
88.5 the State Line Information Sports Station.
We can't kick off.
Only kick if we're under the goalpost.
Yeah, I already passed it.
Finally, another score here in the game as Oak Creek takes the lead 8-7. Ironically, I think the first score happened at 8:50 or so left in the first quarter, which
Coincidence? I think not.
destiny, maybe.
Marquette and Rutherford.
Well, hopefully the defensive battle, or defensive shutout will continue here.
Lead of the game, their first score.
Oak Creek fans are ecstatic here.
Butler, the sophomore, leaped over the line of scrimmage, kept his
And,
balance, and then turned on the
Dan the
jets.
man Gatluski getting ready to kick off.
He would have gone down on that
Marquette
tackle.
could not catch it. Marquette and Rutherford now back to catch the kickoff here from Gatluski.
Dan, the big kicker,
Gatluski with a low
line driver, is going to be
couple hops by Mike Marquette. He's gonna
fake.
fake that
They
on the
do
side.
it to their handoff reverse.
Nearly
He's
breaks
stripped up by actually his own guy on that play and is stopped at about the 25.
They ran the fake the first time. This time Rutherford takes it up.
We need a big defensive stance, just like they've been doing all game here. Keep the defense momentum going here, and
Being a huge return was low.
And
hopefully
that
good things will happen. That was a
touchdown definitely has got to pump up the defense, the whole team.
huge touchdown
The
there.
crowd,
Came
me,
at the
you,
perfect time.
everyone.
Hopefully the defense can stop them
First
here
and
and get
10 on the 26.
possession of the ball and wear out the clock.
Keep the momentum.
Jones up the middle. No, Langford on the option keeps it up the middle. whole mass there bundled up as he picks up maybe 4 or so.
30 to go. 8-7. Oak Creek Knights are the winner. Moves on to the WIAA Division I semifinals. These two teams met last year.
Second and 6 here.
And off the Klein left side, he picks up 2 or so.
Big stick made over there by Noah Macwood. Also in on the hit.
Noah, the chicken hawk pick, went on the tackle. And
Also has an interception,
Lipka
which
also.
led to the touchdown.
Yes.
It seems like they've been in 3rd and 5 or
3rd and 4 now for Beloit. Another huge defensive stand here is in order for
Definitely another huge
Oak
third down to stop them. Get the ball back, make them punt.
7.5 left to go in the game here. All packed in the middle here. Jones powers his way for the
Got
first
the
down.
first. That's a big man, and it's going to take more to stop him than a couple guys.
Jones carries.
We got to take him out at the base if you want to stop him. Hit his legs, wrap him up, and
Hit
Bring
his
him down.
vertical base. Is that what you're saying? Take out his vertical base.
in other words, his legs, yes.
Memorial first down.
80-yard dash from Jamal Butler. 7 minutes to go in this game.
7 to go here.
1st and 10. Ball marked with the Beloit Memorial 38 in motion.
More flags.
Another false start for Beloit.
4th penalty in the second half. None in the first. It'll be another 1st and 15.
Procedure
1st and 15 all the time.
Purple Knights. First down.
7:01 here.
Looked like Dan Finnegan may have jumped a little.
Another 1st and 15 for Beloit.
As the darkness begins to set here over the beautiful Rock River here in Beloit, Wisconsin. Great WIAA Level 3 playoff action coming at you with 20B. I'm Kevin DeWitt along with Kyle Plasek. Langford back to pass. He's got Marquette open.
He got it. 40-yard line of Oak Creek.
Marquette.
Coverage there.
Langford
Supplied by
pass.
Greg Horn, but
Beautifully
Marquette
passed there by
the ball.
Langford. Height advantage plays huge factor there. As Drake Horn was the corner. He's
25 yards on the pass completion.
only 5'6". Marquette 5'9", 3-inch advantage there really pays off.
1st and 10, Beloit back in Oak Creek territory. 6:34 to go. Rutherford and Klein in the slot.
Langford, handoff to Jones up the middle. Met immediately by Chappelle. He gets back, picks up possibly 1 as he rolls forward.
Lipka.
That 3 inches sure is going to.
Clock winding down towards 6 minutes.
8-7 here. If you're just catching the last 6 minutes here of the game
The far side.
in favor of Oak Creek Knights over the Beloit Purple Knights.
Langford.
Langford, Jones up the middle once again.
Nice hold from down the
Brought down by Chappelle for the 2nd time in a row.
This drive, since Beloit's been down, it seems like Jones is their go-to guy. They keep feeding him the ball here.
There's a big hole up the middle there. Chappelle did a nice job of finishing that. Definitely a contender for Pop-Tart Player of the Game, which will be named later.
In motion, Klein. Handoff to Klein. Going around left hand. Hammers
Klein.
forward near the first down. Should have been close. Looks like he's gonna
Very
be
close to the first down, but depends where they mark.
that one.
I don't think he quite got it.
It's going to be short, and it's going to be short by
4th
less
and
than
1.
a yard.
They're going to go for it, definitely
5
here.
minutes,
Huge defensive play for Oak Creek.
We
4th
need
and 1.
great
Stop
penetration.
them.
Great penetration.
Yeah. They need to push the line back.
Almost 100% they're going to go to Jones.
And Beloit will be going for it. Clock still
The
winding
fans
down.
are going
Delay a game. They do, Oak Creek.
Crazy.
wild here.
Take a quick
Just
30-second break. 8-7
as Oak Creek takes a timeout.
5 minutes.
Think about their defensive scheme, what they're going to do.
4 minutes, 53 seconds left here in the game. 8-7 Knights.
situation. 4:53 to go at Jacobson Field.
Flashbacks are occurring here at the field of last year's great matchup, which Oak Creek happened to prevail, but this one a much lower scoring game.
Oh yes, not much quite potent to offense.
A huge defensive battle.
Back to the 31-yard line.
You got to be wondering if Cook thinks,
Nick Bear in the backfield.
or maybe even Beloit might run the old Fumarooski like we got him
I
on
don't know.
last year, but
Maybe.
I doubt
But
that one.
Let's just think about this 4th and 1 right here. For now.
Huge play. 99.9% sure they're going to go to Jones here and pound it up the middle. And they do. Jones
I
cut
think
down
they
and
stopped
he didn't
him.
get it. He did not
Short.
get it.
Huge play for Oak Creek.
It depends where they mark it. Where they're marking it, he did not get it.
Crazy. First down,
First down,
Creek.
Oak Creek.
Huge
Great
defensive play.
penetration by Chappelle and the rest of the defensive line.
No, go right.
Timeout. Officials timeout.
Official timeout is they'll bring out the chains. But I'm thinking that they're not going to make it. We're going to see here.
Beloit's defense is in, but the officials bring out the chains anyway here. See what the measurement says.
They did not get it. They didn't even have to stretch the chains on that one.
Oh yeah. Huge play for Oak Creek.
We got 3 timeouts, or Beloit has 3 timeouts to try to stop the Knights from, Oak Creek Knights that is, from wearing down the clock here with 4 minutes, 49 seconds left. But we'd like to see them have a nice long offensive drive and maybe capitalize with a clinching score. But we'll see what happens. Oak Creek's had struggled all day.
Yes, until that one big run by Butler, the 80-yard touchdown run. And let's see what Carlson's got going here.
Butler up the middle once again. Met by Marquette and Klein and a few others. 2nd and 7 now as Butler picks up 3.
You want Casper? Do you need gloves? Okay, cool. You know the drill.
2nd and 7. About
Butler
4
has
minutes, 20 seconds left.
83
here.
yards here today and that 1 touchdown. The only touchdown. Odea breaks it up the middle. He's off!
He's off to the races.
Todd Odea, touchdown Oak Creek.
10.
No.
Touchdown, Todd Odea.
Welcome to the happy hunting grounds, folks. Oak Creek takes a 14-7 lead.
Oak Creek fans.
Wow, just as I mentioned, now Beloit's held them in check.
The crowd is truly ecstatic here as Oak Creek looks like pretty much the same play, only the Todd Odea this time. Huge play there.
Huge play.
I'm sorry, I got a little excited there, a little static on the microphone. I apologize, but the tension is so tight here that you can't.
4:02 to go.
I can't describe it. You truly have to be here.
Stop the 2-point
If you would have blinked, you would have missed that play. That's how fast Todd Odea is.
Oak Creek will take a timeout.
Think about what they're going to do for the 2-point conversion.
That's a little much to ask.
They need a 2-point conversion here because Beloit, I don't think, runs the 2-point too much. So we have to capitalize.
All they do not bother with extra points. So they will go for it to an extra point.
Odea throwing his 2 cents in for the Pop-Tart player of the game, but we'll announce that a little bit later.
Once we get down towards the end of the
The
game.
nitty-gritty of the game,
Nitty-gritty.
where all rules are thrown out, and it's just, well, not really, because if we're up to the players, yes.
80-yard burst.
Well, we need
6-yard burst.
2 big plays have been all the scoring for the Knights.
Jamal Butler, 130 yards in the second half alone. Has really come on strong here.
That 80-yard run probably helped out his stats a little bit, eh?
Yeah, he's boosted his total up to 166, it looks like.
And here we go. Oak Creek's going for 2.
Line up for 2 here.
Give
Butler,
them a 16-7
Odea,
lead. And here we go. And
Carls, the option to Odea, sneaks his way up, rolls in, and he's in for 2 more.
He got
Tack
it.
another 2 on, 16-7, Oak Creek.
2-point conversion.
Odea has 145 yards on the day.
And the tandem is doing it again. O'Dea, Butler. They've been doing it all year, and why would they stop in the playoffs?
With 2 ticks over 4 here, Oak Creek takes 16-7 lead over the Purple Knights. But it's been a defensive battle all day.
Till the fourth quarter here. Then it's not.
Oak Creek has erupted with 16 unanswered points here.
Yeah.
The last 4 minutes.
In the last 4 minutes.
And 49 seconds.
2 touchdowns.
Welcome back to Jacobson Stadium. I'm Andy Gannon, your
Beloit must now
Memorial Football Division
score twice.
Level 3.
That's how big that 2-point conversion was. It was a huge play. Dan Mangaluski gets set to kick it off here.
Little script kick.
A little
Oh,
inside.
and he's pushed out of bounds there. I don't think that was really what they had in mind. I would have thought they would have tried to push him back a little farther in the field, but trying to catch him off guard and maybe have it bounce back and regain possession.
Maybe.
Could go either way on that one.
They're down 9 with 4 minutes to go.
Cook always looking for the
I'd have to say start looking for Beloit to pass a little more.
that or really
They
pound
need
it
2
with
scores, 4 minutes.
probably most likely, or just pound it with Jones up the middle.
But
Yeah,
There's
he's
pass.
back to pass. Almost picked off by Weinhold.
if he was another 3 inches taller, he would have caught that one.
McCauley, Sniper's pass to McCauley broken up by Weinhold.
2nd and 10 now for the Purple Knights with 3:55 remaining in this tremendous game so far.
A fantastic game we've seen this afternoon. It would be.
In the evening here,
Yes.
sun is set. Jones met behind the line of
Nothing doing.
scrimmage.
Lost a couple of yards on that play. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Oak Creek line led by Taylor.
Robert Taylor leading the way along with Javal Allen. 3:30 to go in the game. 16-7. Boyd scored first. First possession.
Beloit, 3rd and 11 now on the
3rd and long.
39 or so. Langford back to
A lot
pass
of
on the
pressure.
left side.
Comfort
He
and
chased.
Taylor. Throws a pass. Matt Marquette caught.
Over the middle
That'll
by
be a first down.
Pass to
First
Mike
down
Marquette.
completion.
Nice play by Beloit Memorial Purple Knights.
16-7 here with 3:12 left in the fourth quarter.
5-yard line.
Favor Oak Creek.
Memorial first down.
Pretty good day passing. He needs to have a pretty good finish passing here.
Well, I guess you call that one right. They're definitely going into the air game here to try to move the ball far and fast.
And what's the way to do it there? And
Langford rolls out to his right once again. Pressure. Undershoots his Jones. Javel Allen on pressure on that one.
Langford's pass intended for Jones.
2:55 left here. As Oak Creek hopes to wear some time off the clock here. And
put the kibosh on the game.
16-7. Oak Creek in the lead. Armbridge splits out to the
And
far
as it
side.
looks right now, we will be seeing you next week.
but we still got just under 3 minutes to play. Once again, Langford's pass
That'll be
low.
10.
3rd and 10.
As I was saying, if everything goes as planned, right now with the 16-7 Oak Creek lead, we will see you next week.
Oak Creek has scored 2 touchdowns today in the fourth quarter. The only other touchdown scored by Beloit in the first quarter, early on in the game. Otherwise, it's been a defensive showdown here. Butler with the first one, about 80-yard run. Carls brings in a 2-point, and O'Dea adds his 67-yard touchdown. Does a 2-point himself.
That's how
Langford
it's
rolls
going.
out to his right,
A lot
under
of
pressure once again.
Darius Jones, and it's
Broken up by Drake.
That's going to be 4th.
Drake Horn sliding in
Javel Allen down,
while trying to make the catch.
slow to get up actually. I'm sure
Huge
he's a
pressure.
tough guy. He'll get up and
Just
shake it
one
off.
tough cookie.
Down and 10.
4th and 10 now. Another huge play as Oak Creek pumps up their wild crowd here. The cold is not bothering them one bit anymore. They are truly ecstatic here as the clock is winding down.
4th and 10, huge play. And there's going to be a timeout, Oak Creek.
Timeout in favor of Oak Creek. Making sure that they got all their defensive assignments covered here and try to stop. "35-yard line."
Our last time out.
Travis Wheelock.
Oak Creek just used up their last time out, hoping that if they stop them here, they get the ball back and just keep the clock rolling.
Andy Gannon back in James.
Right to the end of the game.
Home of the Purple Knights and Beloit Memorial, trying to keep their season alive here in the WIAA Division I playoffs.
4th and 10.
Quarterfinals.
Huge stand.
Just say
Huge
Kevin,
stand.
if they stop them, that's pretty much the end of the game.
If they stop,
Big if.
it's going to be a
Here we
huge
go.
play.
The crowd is in it. Oak Creek's crowd is cheering.
Look for maybe a
loudly.
little swing pass out. Oh,
And
there's a flag on the play.
And he
Brought
gets
down.
ripped down by
Flag on the part of Oak Creek will definitely accept and will take over on downs. Says
Lipka. by
Lipka
Lipka.
in on the tackle.
And decline the penalty. Oak Creek will take over 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line.
2:41 left here in the game. Hopefully they can wind down the clock. I'm not sure how many timeouts Beloit has. Not too many, I don't believe. Carls. Fumble recovery.
It's on the ground and Beloit Memorial gets it back at the 40.
Mitch, oh boy.
2:37 to go.
Slight turn of events here.
Charles never really had possession of it.
Little mix up on the option pitch there, and Beloit gets a second wind here.
Another fumble.
2:37
Their
here.
3rd fumble of the game. Not characteristic of Oak Creek to fumble the ball this much, but maybe the cold weather is hampering their performance on holding the ball.
And we'll do a defensive stand here once again, hopefully. Langford rolls out to his right once again. Chased by Javel Allen. Brought down, fumble. Oak Creek recovers.
Right back at you. Right
Nick Rohr,
back at
the
you.
freshman superstar, in on the sack, causes the fumble. Pressure also by Javel Allen, recovered by Brandon Cufford.
Crawford recovers it.
One fumble leads to another one.
Right back at you, Oak Creek says to him. We'll take that back.
Now, probably my guess is they're not going to run the option here again. They'll probably just do a straight handoff after the last one.
Fall down. Do something. Get this time over with. And let's
With 2.5 minutes remaining here.
go to wherever we're going to play next week.
Carls. Option. Keeps it up the middle. Breaks it off to the right side. He's got running room. He's down the
In the
sideline.
middle.
Brings it to about the 26 or so. Picks up maybe 23 or so on that play.
Nice option.
27-yard line. Ball is placed on the 27-yard line.
That'll be a first down.
First down.
Move chains.
Clock ticks again here as we approach
Ticking
2
down.
minutes.
Oak Creek is on Beloit Memorial 27-yard line. Getting close to scoring again.
Carl's ops
Another
again.
option.
Pitches back to Odeo. Crosses the 20.
Marquette.
You know, and that sack fumble play that happened last time, you could almost hear the sigh of relief from the Oak Creek crowd and the bench. You know, a huge burden taken off of us.
Oh, yes. Second and 4.
Carls hand off to Butler. Up the middle.
Not much doing.
Carries up the middle. Tackled by Wheelock, Finnegan, and Chapman.
Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout by Beloit.
Timeout called by the Beloit Purple Knights.
Blood purple this year and last year. Getting to the semifinals last year.
Tremendous game here tonight, Beloit. Tonight's Pop-Tart players of the game, number 63, Josh Chappelle, is playing both ways here tonight, offense and defensive. Did a super job both ways. Jamal Butler adding the first 80-yard touchdown run. And also senior Todd O'Dea contributed his own touchdown and 2-point.
They'll all enjoy a box of Pop-Tarts. Courtesy of Channel 20B. Or 82.
Personally, I'd give the Pop-Tarts to the whole team because they just showed great level-headedness. But 20B and
Our
cannot-
budget is
limited.
yeah, so
Casper, after this play's over, give me a clock shot.
Playoffs once again next year. Darkness is now a game old here.
3rd and 4 for Oak Creek.
Minute 13 left. And Carls sneaks it through. He's off.
That's a
And
touchdown.
he'll add insult to
Kirby
injury.
Carls puts a dagger in the heart of Beloit Memorial.
Nails another final nail into the coffin there. That's the piece of straw that broke the camel's back, if you will.
And the Oak Creek's crowd gets on their feet again. 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter for Oak Creek here. Just like last year.
What did we tell you, folks? 22 unanswered points.
Oak Creek
In
just
the
showing
4th quarter.
how dominant they are. They're coming into the 4th quarter down 7-0, and they end up winning the game 22. Wait a minute, we're not done yet.
Carls with the little pass.
It will be 22-7.
Overshot his receiver, Dan Galuski. A little extracurricular activity occurring in the end zone after that play.
22-7. That'll
Frustration.
put the kibosh on this one.
Most definitely.
Right there, zoom in. Good shot.
As the coaches breathe a big sigh of relief once again. The Pop-Tart players of the game. Josh Chappelle, Jamal Butler, and Todd O'Dea. Just doing a
Great guys.
wonderfully crafted job. But really the whole team coming back, down at halftime.
But we know this game is always a team effort. There's
Oh,
not
yeah.
one guy that's going to win a game. So
Not too many Oak Creek fans leaving here yet. Is there?
they're all staying
Cheering on their advancing team, most likely.
22-7 in the 4th quarter, final
And
minute 6.
Dan Galuski getting ready to kick off. Dan the man Galuski.
Little low liner once again.
Lewski's kick.
Down to the far side, picked up there
Has little problems
by
picking
Matt
up.
Brown.
And
Matt
Brown.
picks it up the far sideline to the 35.
Net 5.
almost to the 35 with exactly a minute left in this game. Well, Kevin, I got to ask you,
By Carver.
what'd you think of the game?
I had my worries, for the first 3 quarters there, I was a little shaky, but Oak Creek really grabbed the bull by the horn, if you will, 4th quarter, and took charge. Beloit
Marquette around left end for 5. The 40-yard line.
just run the clock out, most likely.
50 seconds left here in the game.
We'd like to thank all our camera people, Casper, Kirk Kajawa, Steve Gillespie, Tara
Gillespie.
Eberhardt.
And I just like to comment on Steve Gillespie's coat and what a wonderful coat it is.
Under 30 seconds to go. Langford sends Klein in motion and another.
Once again, the
More flags.
fifth penalty again for Beloit. Truly hampered their forward progress here today and paid off for us.
Penalties can't help you at all. They only stop you, push you back.
Really turned the tide. Just kept giving up first possession of the ball and
15 seconds left here. We'd like to thank all of you for watching.
Channel 20B.
80-yard touchdown run, 66.
Or 82 if you have the new cable box,
Yeah, if you
which is nice.
hooked up.
Langford back to pass. Once again,
Throws one up there.
Grabs and
almost picked off by Weinhold.
Weinhold,
That'll do it, folks. 22-7 is our final score here at Beloit.
That's the ball game.
Oak Creek is victorious.
Oak Creek will move on to play either McGuanago or Park. Check your local papers to find out. And,
We'll be
see
there.
you next time.
We will be there.
I'm Kevin DeWitt.
I'm Kyle Plasek.
KK Connection, wrapping up. See ya.
Good night.